put this company and earnings in perspective, Emily, with Brad Gastwirth, CEO of ABR Investment Strategy, joins us live out of New York City, where it's just past about 10:20 in the evening. Brad, we thank you so much for setting us your time. So Lenovo, what's been impressive is that they just keep on eking out a little bit by bit every time they come out with earnings. So you think that this is just a nice little mansion in a bad neighborhood? Take us through your thoughts here.
Maybe a nice house in a bad neighborhood. I don't know about a mansion. It's difficult to look at these PC OEMs as good long-term investments. I mean, they're facing structural changes in an industry, and Lenovo is certainly executing extremely well. But the focus on tonight or my night, your morning, will be on margins. How are operating margins? What do they look like? What is the company really bringing down to the bottom line? That is what the analyst community will be looking at.
Is it worth getting into this stock? It's up about 20% year to date, and some people say it's still a value play in light of the fact that their key strength is in getting into the commercial segment of the market.
Well, I think the other big focus point, which I didn't mention previously, was on the smartphone side, and you guys alluded to it earlier that shipping where they are, fifth largest smartphone maker. I mean, it's pretty important for them to post big smartphone numbers, and indications have been pretty solid for them. I mean, playing in the mid-range, has really been one of the areas of strength in smartphones, and the areas that have been hit the most have been on the high end. And I think that Lenovo should actually have decent smartphone numbers. On the PC side, they're certainly gaining share. In the U.S. market, U.S. corporate sales and PCs actually were okay. So, I mean, Lenovo is certainly a global company, very focused in the Asian markets. And, it's an industry that we don't particularly love on a longer-term basis. But if you had to have exposure, Lenovo is not a bad play.
Brad, this is Emily in Hong Kong joining the conversation now. Not so long ago, there was a report saying that Lenovo was interested in a BlackBerry takeover. Of course, that not happening anymore. Could you shed some light whether you think they're going to be expanding more into the mobile business, into tablets, smartphones, and moving away from their core PC business? Do you expect this to happen?
I absolutely expect them to try and grow smartphones and tablets. I think the one mistake that a lot of the Wall Street community focuses on, or in the investment community as a whole, most people look at computing and just think of the PC. But computing is smartphones, it's tablets, it's anything that is portable that actually has compute power. So Lenovo gaining share in those significant markets and very important markets is important. Now, on your question about BlackBerry, it's a lot of rumors for several months. Not a surprise that they didn't go after it. I think right now, BlackBerry's new strategy is to try to do it themselves. They're raising this convert that actually is not going too well here in the U.S. And, the interesting thing there is I think that BlackBerry's share that they'll lose on the PC, on the smartphone side, and not the PC, on the smartphone side, Lenovo certainly can gain share from that. So.
Do you think Lenovo is going to be able to continue to outperform the broader industry? And do you think Ashton Kutcher now as the product engineer is going to be helping that?
It's a smart move. Management team's smart by bringing in somebody that has a good corporate face. Will they be able to continue to outperform? It's a great question. I don't know. I think there's an opportunity for them to do well, but it is something that.
I'm voting with the company, Brad. I mean, I understand the rationale of getting Ashton Kutcher, but I don't know. I think they should have got Chloe or myself, or whoever they need to be the face of it. But anyway, that aside, they appear obviously to want to at least gain some traction in the international markets. I mean, they've proven their success in China, but will they be able to shrug off that sort of made-in-China brand in the offshore markets where they really need to boost growth?
Yeah, and I mean, they do have a good brand behind them, and let's not forget, I mean, they really have gained significant share over the last several years. So, I'm not really that concerned about them gaining share. I'm more concerned about the overall PC market. It's just not an exciting market. And the way that we look at investments from, at ABR, we really want to buy secular winners, the companies that are going to win over the 1 to 3 year period. And, quite honestly, in the PC side, there's just not that many exciting things going on.
Yeah. Even if you get Ashton Kutcher into the mix, somehow it doesn't really cut it, does it? Thanks so much, Brad. You take care and get some deep sleep over there. Brad Gastwirth, ABR Investment Strategy. Thanks so much for your time.